Hey, what's up guys, welcome back to another Shadow of War information nuke. In this one I will be going over most of the details released from Monolith's 9th and 10th Twitch stream. Let's go. There will be 7 Orc tribes in the base game of Shadow of War, which are the Mystic Tribe, Machine, Marauder, Feral, Terror, Dark and Warmonger. Some tribes will also get along and work together while others will have friction between them. Aside from the tribes, there are also classes of orcs such as tanks, snipers and tricksters, who are types of orcs with certain unique abilities you can find within the world no matter the tribe. Bombs will be in the game and be used by the enemies, with an example being a curse bomb that specifically takes away Celebrimbor's Wraith abilities and does damage over time to Talion. There are also other various bomb types within the game, such as the smoke bomb used by the orc class trickster, who will use it to disappear and escape as he's about to be killed, which means we are more likely to assess captain traits from afar to see the most efficient way to take them down before engaging in combat. Triggering Enrage on an orc increases their attack rate, movement speed, damage output, and it is harder for us to hit them. They can also beat us to death by pounding on you with their fist. Orcs will have a wide variety of visual appearances, with an example being an Orc called the Hairy, who is covered in hair and a developer stated looks like Beast from X-Men. Now this shows us that we will come across some unique individuals within the world, and on a quick note, orcs in game can also have a beard, which I can personally not wait to see. The primary reason for shaming is so you can lower a higher level enemy's level, giving Celebrimbor the ability to later dominate him if you do not wish to kill him in the moment. Orcs can be your friends and still go do missions and live in the world while you yourself are not around, as well as going up against other Orc that you are also friendly with, meaning just because they both like you won't mean that they will get along with each other. Orcs can also be spies, bodyguards and be sent to kill other orcs. There are hype men orc that introduce and hype up captains before a fight, but the funny thing is these hype men can actually be picked up by their own captain after the speech and be thrown at you, so you literally can be killed with an orc. Now you guys might want to watch your step because ghouls are confirmed. Moving on, if there is a feral stronghold, there will be more beast bait types around than you will usually find, meaning we can create epic chaos battles between these entire magnificent beasts if you know where to find them. Orcs won't be able to ride Graugs or Drakes because it would be super OP, and a developer mentioned that we would die over and over again. Certain Drakes will be able to breathe something different from fire, but what was not specified, but I believe it is safe to assume ice and poisonous gas may be the other types. Graugs will be able to take out Drakes by using poisonous artillery. A few captains banded together can also take out a Drake, but individually cannot. There will be Sauron towers in which he sees what is going on around the world, so by going to these towers and removing his influence by completing unspecified minigames, we will be able to fast travel to and from these locations. Shadow of War will be shown at E3, and my guess is that it will be shown at the Microsoft conference. There will be legendary gear in Celebrimbor's barrows from powerful orcs of the past, and it will also be hinted that there will be certain minigames within the barrows too. Elven Light, the ability where Celebrimbor slams the ground, can have different elements added to it, such as fire, which would set anyone in the area of effect ablaze. When you freeze an orc and shatter them like Celebrimbor does in the IGN first gameplay trailer, this will be a scare tactic and can send orcs fleeing like the brutalized kills. Instead of using Shadow Strike and jumping into the fight, you can use an ability called Shadow Pull by picking an enemy out of the crowd and bringing them towards you instead of you to them. The glaive is a spear-like weapon which is used for heavy attacks and is the primary weapon used when on the back of a Caragor. I feel this is the closest feel we will also get to riding a charging horse into battle, since there are no rideable horses within the world. When fighting, we will be able to cut individual limbs of enemies, which means they will have the possibility of coming back with a metal arm or other replacement limbs like Azog the Defiler from The Hobbit, as long as Talion does not take off their head. If you also take down an orc using fire, they can come back with visual burns and may have a new attribute such as being enraged by fire. In the 9th stream, Jared the community manager points towards the green lady in the cover art behind him and states you can tell this is a tree person. Now I've personally been so interested in finding out who this character is because I've not seen anything like her in the Lord of the Rings universe before. So I went with the information tree person, and it seems the only race she could be is an Entwife, who are known to look after trees along with the Ents. Though if this is not the case, my second guess is that it may be Yavanna, also known as the Queen of Earth and Giver of Fruits, who put Ents and Entwives on the earth in the first place. But whomever she may be, I believe she will be one interesting character, and I look forward to finding out just who she is. Moving on, there will be a day and night cycle within the game, but not in the traditional sense, as we will have the ability to move time forward ourselves by progressing in the story, manually doing so, or by dying. This is due to events happening within the world which we may miss or not properly prepare for by being oblivious to the time if we did not have some sort of control on how time passes. So, we cannot destroy legendary gear, so we won't have to worry about accidentally breaking it down or selling it, and there will also be no inventory or weight limit to how much we can carry. Women and children will be found in Minisifal, which I think was good for Monolith to do since it adds realism to the world. Shadow Strike is the technique we need to use to be able to mount drakes. In game it is entirely possible to have your own overlords betray you, but it would be extremely unlikely to happen since they most likely respect the hell out of you for giving them such a position. Overlords can also have beasts such as Caragors within the throne room. When playing Shadow of War, it is possible to go straight to the strongest fortress and try to take it over, but without a doubt you will most likely not be successful without leveling up and progressing through the game first, but if you want to go have a good laugh, then go for it. Your army level in Shadow of War can drop when attacking a fortress depending on who you lose during the attack, and the same goes to the enemy side. Last but not least, overlords will be locked behind their doors until you first clear the fortress of certain tasks and objectives before the door becomes available to be knocked open, meaning you just can't go waltzing in. So guys, this has been all the latest information I have gathered for Shadow of War, which I had intended to put all together for your purpose, hence the video. I hope you enjoyed it and learned something new. Every day is a step closer to release and I myself am super excited. So, may this be a light for you in dark places when all other lights go out. Thanks for watching guys, and I'll catch you in the next one.